Hi, friends, with you too. I wanted to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. I'm Marie with It's Me Custom Jewelry. Um, I am trying my flush cut. Okay. And then we're gonna bend, of course. This is like 4 inches of wire. Well, let's snip it. Okay. 4 inches of wire. So we're gonna go ahead. Is it 4 and a half? 4 and a half. So we're gonna go to the middle right here and bend like so. Okay. And we're gonna squeeze it together like so. Okay. And we're gonna have our little loop right there. Okay. So now we're gonna get any round tool that you have in the house and go right here, put it just like this against the any of the round tools you have and wrap it. Okay. Like so. See? And then the other side as well. Put it close to the loop. Hold your finger down. Make pressure right here and then wrap it. Okay. There's our heart. Okay. And we're going to adjust it down here. Okay. Let's adjust it. How big is this one? Came out a little bit bigger, so we can make it a little bit smaller by adjusting the tail this way. Okay. So we made it a little bit smaller, see? We don't want a giant one. But we do need it big enough so we can start wrapping our beads. So we're simply going to bend this back with our pliers. Okay. Like so. See? Like that. And we got our bend. And this one as well. Grab it right here on the tip and bend it. Bend it like that. Okay. That's our little heart. And this is 16 gauge. I like it to be a little bit thick, so it won't come apart. And I'm gonna snip it a little bit and adjust it a little bit because it's kind of big here. So cut and smash it. If it gets a little bit of out of the sequence, you just bend it back. Same here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay. And smash it. Okay. Even it out. And there's our heart. Okay. So now we're going to get more of this wire for the bottom part. See how this one is? So we just get our wire, straighten it out. You always gotta straighten it out. Doesn't matter. So what we're gonna do is make like a horseshoe. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and make our horseshoe, and we're gonna make our horseshoe here 9. I think I got it too big. Oh well, I'll just cut it off. So see how I have it? This is my horseshoe. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to cut it off, which is way too big. So we have something like this. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead, so it'll be easier. Go ahead and do this number like this. Okay. And my bend is going to be right here. Right here is my bend. Okay. See? There's my bend. And over here is going to be another bend for the other side. And that's our bends right there. Which I'm thinking is going to be kind of big, so maybe I should bend it. Yeah, well, a little bit smaller. Okay, so this is what we have right here. Okay. And we're simply going to put this in here like so. And this one on the other side. Like so. Okay. And that's our ring right there. We can bend it out. Bend them out. See? So, let's see. It's kind of big. So we're going to have to go smaller. Pull it out. It's kind of big, so I don't want it that big. So I'm going to go ahead and make the bend here again. Okay. Okay. Straighten it out. And that's going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm just going to do one side. Okay. Okay. Straighten it out. Okay, let's do it again now. We're going to put this in here. You control how big it is right here in this side, on this right here. Okay. Okay, so simply, you know how I like to make things easy. We're going to go ahead and just bend this right here. Right. See, I have it in there like that. And then the heart, I'm going to bend it. See? Now I got to do the other side. Put it there and bend it. Like so. Okay. Now we need to straighten it out. And we're going to cut these tails off. Like so. And we're going to bend it in place. Like so. And this one too. We're going to get it. We're going to bend our heart a little bit in this way so it can be even. Right here. Let me bend it. I'm going to snip it off. And then I'm going to bend it. Let me put it in place right. All right. Okay. I'm going to put this back in the mandrel. You know, when you work with rings, you have to make them rings. They're not going to be rings right away. You got to bend them in shape. And that's okay. I need to bend it back a little bit. With my plier, see? Here we go. All right. I don't want it that big. Okay. There we go. And there's our heart ring. Just like so. So now, what we're going to do is wrap it. Of course, we got to wrap it. We're going to get our little beads and our 20 gauge wire, and we're going to start wrapping. Okay. Okay. You can wrap the ring however you like. If you want it you might have to adjust it a little bit, you know. Like here, it looks like it could be a little bit more tight. So I'm gonna cut this little end right here. Okay. And tighten it up a little bit more. All right. And the reason I make it like this is because you don't want it to catch on close. You can wrap it here, but I said, well, it's 16 gauge wire. It's not going to come loose. So let's do it the easy way. You know, I like things to be easy, especially for all you beginners. It needs to be easy. Yep, and that looks much better, right? Okay, we got 20 gauge wire. We're gonna need at least this is like 12, let's see, 12, like 24 inches of wire, or 23 inches of wire, which is going to be too much. But so now we're going to start right here to wrap. Okay, and you go like this, and you simply start wrapping. And the reason I wanted it to have a little loop here is because I'm going to put a charm on it also. So we're going to make a charm, and we're going to put it on there. Okay. So here's our 3 wraps. We're going to cut it with our cutters. Okay. And we're going to scoop this all the way down to here. Get our needle nose and smash it in place like so. And I'm making these heart rings because we made the earrings in another video. And I says, well, let me make them the ring so they can have the ring and the earrings to match, you know. Okay, so we're going to put it here. We're going to go back, and we're going to wrap it. That's 1. 2. I always like to put 3 wraps on it. It's just the way I do things. That's 1. Our first bead. I've been having like a hard time adjusting the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. So, I think this one works better than the other one. 1. 2. 3. You straighten them out with your fingers. The stones, the beads. And I said, well, we can make a ring too, to go with the earrings. So, so you get it real close. You get your other bead. And don't worry about where the ring is positioned because we're just going to hop over it. That's why I did it like this so you could see. See? We're going to wrap right here beside it. Right beside it. The band of the ring. We're going to wrap right beside it. I don't know if they can see. Right here before you, or you could jump over it if you want to. It doesn't matter. I think it looks better this way. So hold your little stone down and pull, and then wrap. Put it through the ring, pull. You wrap it again. And the third time we're gonna wrap, we're gonna pull up like this. We pull up, and then we're just simply gonna wrap around this little thing here, the ring base. We're gonna wrap over it. Okay. See how I did that? Now I have a little wrap right here on this side of the ring, and I'm gonna wrap it again. You really can't notice it, as you can see. See, you can't really notice it. Because of the stones, of the beads. Can't really notice it. Okay. So now we get our other bead. Bring it down. See? Can't really notice it. We can scoot them together like that. Okay. Now remember, this is 16 gauge wire. If you don't like 16 gauge wire, use 18 gauge wire. 18 gauge wire is better. It is good also. So it just depends on what you like. I like the rings to be hard, so I use a 16 gauge so they don't bend. You know, some of us are kind of rough when we're, you know, we're not, we're kind of hard on our rings. So that's why I say, you know, just go ahead and okay, y'all see that? So yes, I'm gonna do one more, and then remember, when you're wrapping beads, it's always the same direction. If you're gonna wrap them to the back, to the back. If you're gonna wrap it to the front, to the front. You always gotta wrap. I find that it's always better wrapping them to the back, like this. Okay. So one. Okay. Okay. And in a minute, when I finish putting the beads on, I'll show you how to make this little charm. So I've finished my ring. I'm on the last one. So I wanted to show you how to finish it. It's our last bead here. Simply put it beside the other one, like so, and go back. You have to hold it. Okay. And wrap. And do it like 3 times. Okay. So there it is right there. There's our ring. And you have to adjust it, you know, a little bit. Just like so. And we're just going to cut this off. This little wrap. I like to cut it on top so don't poke me when I put it on. Get my little needle nose and smash that tail in real good. Okay. Okay, there's our ring. Now we're gonna make the little charm, and we need a see how pretty that is. Even without a charm, it's pretty. So I was thinking, I like this one. I put a little heart and a little bead. See? But I was thinking, how would it look just with a little tear? I think that looks real cute, the little tear. So let's just put let's see how it looks. Let's see, get one of these pins. Let's see if it'll go through. Or it's too big to go. No. With these kind of beads, they have a very big hole. And what you do is grab a little bead, some of these beads here. I use them a lot. These cost me 20 bucks, this bag here. And you put, it's a little metal bead. It's made out of metal. And I think I better put it on because if not, it'll fall through. Because that's the problem I have with these tear beads. Just this batch. Been having little problems with it. There it is. We can put another red one. Or we can just put the little heart. Like that. Or we can put it all in there. See? Yeah. Well, this is how you do that. You bend it this way. Like so. You grab your needle nose pliers. And you grab it right here. Like so. Okay. And then we're going to do this like this and leave it open like that. See? Then we're going to get our ring. And we're going to stick it in there like this. Oh, I should have done it to the back. See? See if I can get it. See? I like to leave the tail on there because the way I make them. See? Come on. Alright. There we go. I have to cut this a little bit. Okay. Okay. So then we have it like this here, right? And I'm simply gonna get my pliers, hold it right here like this, and twist and twist it. You don't have to twist it if you don't want to. You can simply just make it just like that. But I don't like stuff to be loose. So that's just my preference. I take the time to do it, to do this, you know. Really twist it on there right. There we go. There we go. I'm like kind of picky. Yeah. On how I make my things. It would have been easier if I didn't have to cut it. But since I had to cut it. And there we go. That's one of our heart rings. Make sure it don't poke. And that's our heart ring with a charm. It's kind of long, I think. Maybe we'll just take it off. But it is different. And this one is different. This one is shorter. And this one has a charm on it. So it really just depends on what you like. And, you know, if you want it jingling a lot, it would be this one. And then if you want it less jingling, it would be this one. Or if you don't want it on there at all, you don't have to. You can just put a bead right here. It's up to you. The only reason I made the ring like this with a little swirl right here is that that's the way I make my hearts. But you don't have to make that swirl big there. I have one more heart ring that I make. And I guess I'm going to have to make another tutorial on it. But I hope that y'all like my video, share and subscribe and all that. This is fun. These are just fun. Thank you for watching and good night.